I used the NVIDIA Shield TV Pro 2019 for 3 years and I just replaced it with a $99 device. Let me tell you why. Hey guys, welcome back to GeekJ, where we make tech, tutorials and gaming simpler and better. So today I will be explaining to you why I'm switching from the NVIDIA Shield TV Pro 2019 to the Google TV Streamer 4K in 2016. And we're gonna be making a little bit of a different kind of video today. It's going to be an unboxing first, and then while I'm setting things up, I will be talking about the specs, but most importantly, the reasons that led me to this change. And as always, I've created this comprehensive presentation so we can have a better overall view. So let's go. Now, one of the big reasons I switched is that my Hisense 65U8 model TV doesn't support Dolby Vision, it only supports HDR10+. And a lot of the streaming services out there have mostly been using Dolby Vision. And I had to downgrade my experience to the HDR10 automatic downgrade that the TV and the streamer performed. But recently, this has started to change. It's not only Prime Video anymore, but Netflix has joined the HDR10+ bandwagon, as well as other major services. The Shield Pro also didn't support any kind of HDR on their official or third-party YouTube applications. And moreover, most services are now switching to AV1 encoding, and that's the only way they give access to HDR10+ and other advanced features, basically, like Netflix. Now, some of the people that still are on the Shield Pro swear by it because it still is a really powerful streamer, but even though the Tegra X1 Plus CPU is still capable and the AI app scaling features are okay-ish, in my 3-year experience with it, it wasn't anything too insane. The gaming side, especially in the beginning, and cloud gaming side that a lot of people swear by, is not something I'm really interested in. I tried it, and even though I have a wired gigabit local connection, it did have its issues with Steam Link, even its own NVIDIA GeForce Now, and it wasn't that great, even though my internet connection is a 2 gigabit fiber to the home connection. So yeah, not that great. I had a lot of issues with latency, and it wasn't because of the TV. I had it on gaming mode, and I did see a difference when I switched to gaming mode, but I was experiencing server lag issues. And to add more salt to the wound, NVIDIA also has discontinued GameStream, which was its local network streaming feature, and it used to work so well. But after they did that, I switched to Moonlight and Sunshine, and they are open source and working much better, in my opinion, than those services. So I literally found 0 reasons to keep holding on to a device that is literally limited by its hardware and cannot improve any further, even with a continued software support and updates, which are pretty far apart, but they're there. Now let's talk about what you do get with a Google TV Streamer 4K. You get 4 GB of RAM instead of 3 on the Shield, and 32 GB of storage, which is double what the Shield offers. We also get the HDMI 2.1, the latest Android TV 14 with Google TV, a built-in Matter hub and thread border router for smart home, and full AV1 hardware decoding for future-proof streaming. And the kicker, all of this at $99 US versus the Shield Pro, which is now retailing for around $230 if you can find it. And then even on used marketplaces, especially here in Japan, the prices are exorbitant. I sold mine for the minimum price of $260, and other people are just going crazy with $280 and $300. Like it's just going up, guys. Just if you want one, grab one while the prices are even now crazy, but they're gonna get crazier in my opinion. Yeah, with all that said, let's set up the Google TV Streamer 4K on my TV and see what the experience is like. Now that we've connected the unit to the TV, let's go over the initial setup following the on-screen instructions and using the Google Home app on my phone. But one important thing to note, we need at least an HDMI 2.0B cable for most of the functions to be recognized and work, but for future-proofing, I'd recommend a 2.1 cable anyway, even if your TV doesn't support it right now, because the prices are kind of the same and you are basically future-proofing just with a single cable. So to wrap it all up, the Google TV Streamer 4K isn't just a replacement for the Shield TV Pro, it's an upgrade in almost every way that matters for streaming in 2026. We get better HDR format support, AV1 decoding, more RAM and storage, HDMI 2.1, built-in smart home hub, and all at less than half the price. So if this helped you decide on your next streaming device, smash that like button, subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss a GeekJ video. If you want to take it further, consider joining the GeekJ squad for early access and exclusive perks, or drop a super thanks if you're feeling generous. Drop your results in the comments below. I read every single one of them, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.